This series is intended for mature audiences. We insist you heed the following content warnings before viewing. Horror themes, language, adult themes, and strong violence and gore, including gun violence. Welcome to the Weird West. Let us tell y'all a story.
So then my intention is to take this horse begrudgingly because I can't even look at the little animal, realizing that I'm riding on the back of it. Just fully looking up, right? But I'm going to ride to the front of that train as fast as I can. I'm going to think like Luther. I'm going to try and channel him here and think of what he would do. And I'm going to pull up to the side of the driver's cab and try to get as physically close to the window as possible so that I can see that driver, that I can meet eyes with him.
Okay. What's everyone else up to?
I'm riding as fast as possible with Willie grabbing onto me, handling the horse as much as possible. I want to keep it nice and steady nearby the train so that she can attempt to leap to the train, which is, I think, is what is our plan, right? Willie, you're gonna jump onto it as long as I can keep it close and steady.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So, Willie, are you just waiting for that moment and then going to try to jump?
Yep. I'm going to wait until I can see an opening and I feel like we're in a good place where I've got a good chance to make it.
All right. What about
And
Archie?
I'm going to kind of try to get up on the saddle in a crouch position behind Jesse.
Okay.
So that I can get a real good frog leap.
Okay.
Yes, I will be doing something very similar, just getting it as close, matching the speed as much as I can, and hopefully getting the horse as close as I can, control it. And I'm also going to get my little crowbar that I successfully threw at those baddies once. And I'm going to hold on to it and use it as some kind of hook to try and, as I leap on to just try and get a handhold, to maybe aid my embarking of the train.
Okay, so first things first, I need a riding roll from the three controlling the horses.
Are we still using our D6, please?
Yes.
Yes, thank goodness for that.
So
And you all have plenty of bennies, so.
Oh, yes.
I have a 5.
I have a 5 as well.
Ooh. I'm going to use my Benny,
Okay.
my first Benny, because I rolled a double 1.
Oh!
So I'm going to, if I could reuse a Benny to re-roll that would be amazing. Because, that is slightly better. I got a 3.
Okay. All right, so here is what happens. So the train is blasting by, you all take off. There's a moment, like a couple of you are shouting to each other, but you can't hear anything. It is just noise as this train is roaring past you. Jonas, the horse sprints over on one side. You're riding up. Go ahead and make a notice roll for me.
Oh, I'm legendary. These, in that I am bad. Okay. Oh, I get a raise on my D6. I have an 11.
Okay. We'll get back to that in just a moment. So,
Beautiful.
Jesse and Willie, you are coming up on the other side. You are getting as close to this train as you can, and you are keeping it as steady as you can. Willie, you think you have a good shot to go ahead and make this jump. So, if that is what you would like to do, that's going to be an agility roll.
All right. Right before I jump, I'm just going to yell in Jesse's ear, "If I die, pull the lever toward you to stop the train." I did not make it, so I'm going to also use a Benny to try again. I got a 3 that time. Ooh, I got a 5 second time.
Yeah, so we'll say with that, you yell that in his ear and you turn and you go to jump and your foot slides on the saddle a little bit and you grab onto Jesse's shoulders to steady yourself again. You take a breath, you breathe out. There's like the little ladder that goes up and then there's a door right beside it that seems to lead into the car.
He will try the door to see if it's unlocked or...
All right, yeah, it opens.
Oh, he will cautiously have a little nose in to see.
All right, go ahead and make a notice roll as well.
Okay. Ooh.
I have a 5 for that notice, Gary.
I think Jesse is like determined for the goal of the conductors, so he's just going to be walking through, not going past. He's going to go past all the barrels to the opposite side of the compartment to just keep moving forward.
Okay.
I got a 9.
All right. So we'll start with Jonah. So in this conductor's car, you're looking around, there's no people. You don't see anyone. The metal is just destroyed, just keeping this thing forward.
Oh. All right, Jonah, you've been here before. You've been on unhinged, broken, fast trains speeding towards your death. Just focus. What can we do? Oh, Willie! And I'm going to start running towards the back of the train, searching for the others, because this is so out of my purview.
All right. Willie. Going down near one of these barrels, they're all sealed. But there's no mistaking the smell of ghost rock.
All right. I'm going to take one of those barrels and I'm going to roll it up front with me.
Okay. Archie, I need you to make, let's see. I need you to make an agility roll.
Okay. Ooh, I got double 4.
Ooh.
So 4.
Okay. Was it a D4 for one of the skills?
No.
Okay.
It's a D6.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Yeah, so you open up this back door, and as you go to look in, there's this terrible smell. And you move your hand just in time, because a Walking Dead goes to latch onto the hand that is on the door and bite into you, but you pull your hand away just in time, stumble backwards, grab onto the ladder again to keep from falling, but you see this train car is full of Walking Dead.
Oh dear.
Zombie train.
To also finish this round, Jesse, you can make it to the other side and open up the door that leads to, where the cars connect. So you're able to move on to the next car if you'd like. Was there an immediate reaction, Archie?
I'm guessing I can't close the door again as it's.
You could try, but
no. I think it's more prudent to get away. So he will try and climb the ladder and go along the roof.
All right, go ahead and make a strength roll.
Oof.
So that's going to be your round 4.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing for round 4?
This is going
I'm
great,
trying
guys.
to get to the front as fast as I can now.
Textbook.
When I see the other thing, is it a leap that I have to make to go to the next car, or is
No,
it just a step over?
yeah, it's easy enough, just a step.
Okay, I'm just going to go a step over to the next door. And is there a door there that I have to open?
There is a doorway there, but it actually opens, and you see Jonah standing there as he was heading back.
Okay.
I give you a look, Jesse, that looks like we're already dead. I'm so sorry. There's no driver. The fucking levers is pressed down to the console. I don't know what to do. We need Willie. We got to stop this train some other way because there's nothing up here, man.
Jonah, take a breath. We've got time. So I have him take a breath, and I walk forward to see what he's talking about.
All right, you walk past him. Jonah, you now see Willie approaching with a large barrel.
Oh, thank Willie. There's no lever. There's nothing we can do up here. There's no driver. I don't know if they've rigged the explosives on another cabin or what, but this is heading to St. Louis, whether we like it or not, unless we put something on the tracks.
I figured that this might happen, Jonah, and I got a plan. I need y'all to help me get this barrel up to the front of this car, and I need you to do it now. And I need you to promise me one thing: you're not going to ask me any questions, and you're going to do what I say.
Yeah, of course.
Agreed?
Yeah.
All
right. I could carry the barrel.
All right, I would like to get that barrel up to the front.
All right, and so I will say, yeah, especially with help, that barrel gets up there easy enough. You see the same thing. That lever is just pushed down and just bent over and just hammered down repeatedly. So it's not going to move.
Are there any more barrels in this car?
In this one, no, there are not.
All right. Do I see any dynamite in front of the car?
Not immediately visible. You can make a notice roll if you'd like.
All right.
Jesse, what do you?
I'm staring around. I don't know what the gears and stuff are, but I want to see if there's anything that I can find that tells me what will either A, shut this down or sort of slow it down in any way.
Okay, go ahead and make a notice check as well.
Four.
Okay, what was yours, Willie?
13.
Wow. Okay. So you're not seeing any inside of this cabin, but as you're looking at the windows, you can see basically something on the very end, the very front of this train. And with that, as you're focusing, you can see a really long fuse that seems to kind of come up and eventually wrap downward. And you see, I'll say with that too, as you can kind of walk over back towards the doorway that leads to the next car, you see this fuse just leading all the way down the cars on the side.
All right. So, gentlemen, here's what we're going to do. We're going to blow up this train. I need you two to help me get this barrel in place, and then I need you to get off as fast as you can, and I will be coming right behind you. I have some extra fuse with me if I need it. I'm going to put this barrel here right next to this fuse, and then I'm going to guide the fuse all the way to the back so I can jump off, and then I am going to light that sucker up, and we are going to be out of here.
Willie, we can't leave you alone on this goddamn thing. I mean, what if it goes and you're still on it? We need you off as quick as possible. If I stay on the train with you, I could use and we could get you off as quick as possible as soon as the fuse goes. How about that?
I just don't want to risk it.
Well, then we need to make for damn sure that we're ready to run as soon as I get us out of here, because that explosion, I can get us maybe 25 yards on a good day,
right.
And that's with a lot of love. But we gotta be ready to hit the dirt and keep fucking running, because this thing is gonna go St. Louis size fuckery if we don't get the fuck. Oh my God, Willie.
Okay. Well, hopefully Jesse's finding Archie and they can all jump off.
Right. Yeah.
We gotta look and see if we can see them jumping off, and then we gotta light it and go.
Yeah, you're right. I just worry that they can't jump far enough. We really should get everybody together before we can go.
All right.
Everybody deserves that 25-yard head start.
Open up that back door and see if you can still see Jesse.
Gotcha. I'll go for him now. You're okay up here?
I'm all right.
Hey, Willie, I didn't say before, but thank you so much for watching over me while I slept.
You're welcome, Jonah. I consider you to be a friend now.
You're the greatest person I could think of dying with. Thank you. And I'm going to run back towards Jesse.
All right. And I would assume Jesse left the doors just flapping, basically. So, yeah, you're able to look back. You, going into the next car, you see him in the one after, but he's still moving forward. You don't see Archie anywhere.
Okay. I'm going to start pursuing.
Okay. Archie, you have successfully made it through that car. Exit and just like gingerly shut the door, like, okay.
Right, okay, yes.
Head to the next one?
Yes, please.
All right, yeah, you open it up and it is also full of dynamite. Just sticks and sticks
grief.
of dynamite. Easier to maneuver through, though. Jonah, you catch up to Jesse as you're heading into the next car. And you see, as you open up that door, you see the same thing Archie had seen earlier. Open barrels of burning coals surrounded by ghost rock and dynamite. It just gives the whole car just this eerie glow.
This could all go up in a second. We need to find Archie immediately, Jesse. This is the worst situation we could find ourselves in.
Yeah, I'm working on it. So I see the barrels and the ghost rock as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have never seen ghost rock before. So, I see the barrels, but I don't know what the rock is for. I'm gonna turn to Jonah and say, should I be worried about this rock around these barrels here?
Oh, it's only the most volatile piece of rock in the entire country, so fuck yeah, we should be very worried.
Noted. And I'm gonna start gingerly walking towards the back of this car, trying to find Archie. I guess I'll have to make a agility.
Agility, yeah. Jonah, are you following?
Yes, gingerly.
Okay, yeah. Agility roll for both of you.
Okay.
I got a 9.
I have a 5.
All right, so you're both able to sneak through, kind of following in each other's footsteps. Hi.
I had a cousin that died just this way. Messing around with ghost rock, you blow off an arm, never come back for it. I have survived so many fucking things in these last few days, and this is how I go on a train full of... I'll control myself.
You're not gone yet. Take a deep breath. And then we're gonna open the door and to the next cabin, hopefully.
Okay. All right. Both of you, both groups moving on to the next cabin. Archie, you step into the next cabin and it is just barrels, just closed barrels. You're not really sure. You're not really sure what's in them.
Seems a little safer than the other ones.
But you're able to move a lot faster now and you're sprinting through. Who is opening the next door?
I would say I'm in front, so
Okay.
I'm probably opening it first.
All right, so you head over, you grab onto the next door, you open it wide so that you both can look in. As it opens, there is just a flash of a second. Just, it happens so quick. You see a Walking Dead just lunge for you. You feel it grab onto your shoulders, and you watch as it bites right into your chest. And it should hurt, but it doesn't. You're not sure what it bit, but it didn't get your skin, and you're able to shove it away, and you shove it back into the train car and slam the door shut.
Jesse, please tell me it didn't get you. Look at me, boy.
I undo like my chest a little bit, and he can see the leather straps that the previous friend
Actually, the leather straps were put onto your arms.
Oh, that's right.
So as you're thinking that, you're like, oh, thank God I have these leather straps here. And as you're kind of undoing, you see it bit into the pocket where you have put the Reverend's Bible.
No shit.
And I pull that out instead. I was like,
He asked me to walk beside you.
the Reverend's still taking care of me.
I'll always be there.
And I put it back.
Holy shit. If I was not such a heathen, I'd call that an act of God, my friend.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
Holy shit, he does. I
So-
shake him around a little bit. I'm just patting him on the shoulder. Oh my God.
So we can't go through. We'll have to go up. Or do we wait here?
I mean, if only we could get a message to him. Where'd Gabriel go? I sent him to find you. Did he catch up with you?
I didn't see Gabriel.
What?
So at this point, I'm going to stick my head out to see if I can see Gabriel along the side at all.
Okay, make a notice roll.
Can I assist in that at all, Karen?
Sure, you can look on the other side if you'd like.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
6.
snake eyes.
All right. Yeah, you go to look and you slip a little bit and then just kind of roll back onto, grab onto the ladder like with both hands. Like, oh, I almost just fell off this train.
Oh, shit.
But Jesse, as you kind of hang over and look, you see Gabriel is riding alongside. The horse is getting tired, and you see him looking like in each train car. You guys are moving around so much, he doesn't know where the hell any of you are at this point. He's looking around, but as you're looking over, he does look up, catch your eyes, and then try to, we'll see. He's not able to catch up just yet, but he is making his way that direction.
Okay.
Yeah, so during this next round, Gabriel is able to steady his horse close enough to be able to hear you. He rides up and he's just holding up a hand like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm going to yell at him to find Archie and get away.
Okay.
As loud as I can. Hopefully he hears what I'm saying and shouting at him. And then I'm going to turn back to Jonah and said, okay, if Gabriel heard that, he should be going to get Archie. Now we can turn back and get Willie.
We got to tell him to have a signal. Flag him down. Have him shoot his pistol the second he's away. That way we know when to light the fuse.
So I turn back and see if he's there.
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay.
He's like, what?
I said, go get Archie and get away. Fire your pistol when you're safe.
Okay. While this is happening, Archie, you make it to the next car. And because of previous events, do you look in before you open it, or do you just open the door? You just passed the barrels.
Yeah. I think he would just open the door. In hindsight, he should have checked every door, but he hasn't. So it would be naughty of me to say, "Oh, he suddenly checks this door."
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you open up this door, and luckily, all of the infected in here seem to be focused on the other door currently.
I would quickly close the door again.
You just look and just close it. And that latch does get the end view's attention, and they turn to look towards this door. But
is there any way of sort of? Is there anything that I can sort of secure the door? I'm clutching at straws, admittedly. Is there anything I can jam in the door, even if it's my trusty crowbar?
You have your crowbar.
He will. Yes, I think. Archie will quickly look around, give it a little kiss, and then jam it in the door because it served him well so far.
All right. Yeah,
He's a
easy enough.
little fellow.
Easy enough.
I'll have a little glance because do we know how long? I suppose I know how long this train is, but I think Archie would be curious as to how far forward he's gone to where the others. How far away he is from the others.
Sure. If you just glance forward, you're about halfway.
Oof, Can I see anything going on?
Make a notice roll.
Okay. I want to see if I can catch sight of the others. Ooh, I've exploded.
Yes.
19. No, 16. It was upside down.
Damn. Woo.
All right. So glancing around, you really don't see anyone. And there's a moment where you're going to give up. And then you just look back into the room with all of the infected. And you see through the glass on the other side, Jesse and Jonah.
Ooh, look up to the roof. Can he get onto the roof?
Yeah, there's a ladder here as well.
Oh, okay. He'll try that.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a strength roll.
I'm going to use the last penny. I don't risk it. There we go. Oh, no. Come on. No, it didn't improve it at all. I still got a 3.
All right, so you grab onto this ladder. Grab onto the next one.
Lucky crowbar. I haven't got my lucky crowbar.
Grab onto the next one, and there is a slight jolt in the tracks here, and you feel your body fling over. One hand lets go. You're holding on by one hand at this point. There is this moment. Go ahead and make. I'll let you choose agility or strength.
I will be going to agility because he is marginally better than 5.
Okay. So, dangling by one arm here, you are able to kind of almost use that momentum to then fling yourself over, and one hand grabs onto the actual top of the train itself. You're still not really steady.
No.
But you haven't fallen off. And that's where we're going to leave that for a moment. Jesse and Jonah. What are you up to?
I guess we got to trust the process. Let's go back to Willie.
All right.
Yeah,
turn around.
You see Gabriel kind of slow down to start looking for Archie. And you guys are just heading back up to the front with Willie?
Yeah, so the one we have to go through now is that barrel one again, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's an agility?
Right?
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Oh, exploded. I have an 8.
I got a 5.
Okay, yeah. So you're slowly but surely making your way through there. Has Willie done anything else, or is Willie just waiting for everyone to return?
Well, I wanted to check out the barrel and see if there's does it have a cork on it in the front or anything like that with a hole? Or is it just a solid barrel?
It's just a solid barrel. It just seems...
I think I actually am nervous that the ghost rock pile isn't going to be enough to explode it. So I want to actually see if I could whittle like a little hole in the front of it to see if then it could like be dripping down a stream to meet up with where the fuse is.
Okay. Go ahead and I'll have this be a smarts roll.
All right. I got a 2 and a 1.
Do you want to use a Benny?
Yeah, I will. Then they both exploded that time. My 10 and my 6. So I got a 16 so far. 26.
Jeez.
I'm really smart. I can't ride no horse.
God, that's incredible.
Okay. So, are you just using just a knife?
I got a dagger.
Okay.
Or not a dagger. I got a little knife, like a.
Yeah. You know how dangerous Ghost Rock is, so you know you don't want to just jam into this barrel and cut a hole. So you're very meticulous about how you're carving. You're just kind of whittling away a little bit at a time, and then once that Ghost Rock shines through, you focus more on just kind of widening it just enough to where some of it can spill out. So yeah, I'll say that's what you've been working on, and it was successful.
Nice.
Jesse and Jonah, you're pushing through. The next few cabins are much easier to go through. So you're running up, and soon we'll meet Willie in the conductor's cabin. Archie, you are dangling here. You have 2 options. 1, try to pull yourself up, or 2, drop back down to the base level of this.
Back to where I started from.
Correct.
Effectively. Yeah.
And I'll let you know, climbing up is going to be strength, and dropping down successfully is going to be agility.
Yeah, I think he was. Before you said that, I was going to drop down.
Okay.
Because. So I'm just checking I'm rolling the right dice. Ooh, I exploded.
Nice.
Well, for an additional 1, 7.
All right, yeah, you drop down and grab a hold of that ladder once again to steady yourself. You're back to where you started. What is your plan?
Need to get their attention. How can I get their attention? He will look from one side of the carriage to the other to see if there's any chance of seeing them, or sort of to.
Okay, make a notice roll.
Before he does what he's. Where am I looking? That one. Ooh. That is a 6.
Okay, you don't see any of them, but you see Gabriel moving up the side, looking at each car, looking. So you're not sure if Gabriel sees anyone either. Okay?
To see whether it attract his attention.
All right, just roll a d6 for me.
A d6. I got a 6.
Okay. Yeah, so you're waving and shouting, and there's a moment where you're like, he's not gonna see me. And then he glances back and sees you wave, and you see him just kind of pull on the reins to slow the horse down just a little bit. And you see him slowing, and let's see if he can... He can't quite get close to the train, but he's running alongside where you are, and...
Archie just go, there's zombies and explosives.
He's like What? I can't hear you.
Zombies, explosives.
Turns into an interpretive dance.
And sort of like, where are the others?
And he's just like pointing up to the top. Yeah, he's just pointing up. You see his mouth moving, shouting something, and then he motions for you to join him.
Archie will look down at the speeding ground and say, you sure?
You hear him, he shouts something and then realizes you can't hear him, and he kind of looks frustrated, and then he shouts louder, "This is literally your only chance."
Oh, well, as you put it like that. Do I need to run up?
I don't know, do you?
I think Archie was hoping for some advice, but yeah, he will sort of take a couple of step backs, ready himself. Come on, Archie, you could do this. You came third in the long jump at school. Come on. and he will run with all his might and leap at the horse and
Okay, so
Gabriel.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
This is gonna be a 4 to succeed.
Okay.
Hold on, before you roll. It's gonna be an agility roll.
Okay.
If you fail, hang up.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Understood.
So, Jesse and Jonah, you make it up to the front train car.
Have I seen this happen?
Have you
jump
seen
off on Archie? Did I see Archie try to jump?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Okay, Willie, we got him. Archie's with Gabriel. He's gonna shoot when they're ready, and then we blow the fuse. Then we get out of here. But I need the two of you to take a card, okay? And I want you to hold on to this card for dear life, okay?
All right.
You just tell me when, and then I'll tell you when. And then, you know.
All right. Willie kind of looks down at her card and looks back up at Jonah, like right in the eyes, and she says, "Are you sure that you don't want me to stay here while you and Jesse jump off and get far away?"
Willie, I don't want to take any chances.
We might all die then.
That's right. And I look at Jesse.
I look at Jesse. Are we agreed?
I'm agreed.
All right.
Good. We're in this together then. Guess we just...
Where in the HE double helix is that gunshot? I'm getting nervous.
And you sit and you wait for a few moments, and you don't hear a gunshot.
I don't think we can wait.
Everyone make a notice roll.
Okay.
Can't remember why. What are we looking for? Oh, I remember now.
A 4.
I got a 5.
I got a 5.
Okay, you are looking up the walls of St. Louis. You're quickly approaching. Whatever you're gonna do,
We gotta go now.
Go.
It's now or never. All right, so are you ready for me to light the fuse?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right, I light it,
okay.
and then we go.
Fuse is lit.
As soon as the fuse is lit, I'm going to make a deal with the devil, I guess.
Okay.
I'm going to be casting the spell Teleport.
So first things first. As you take out the deck and you begin shuffling them and preparing them, you have this spell in your mind. You have this deal in your mind. And time seems to stop for a moment. You look over and you don't see Willie beside you, and you don't see Jesse beside you, and you're not even on a train. And as you're looking around, it's just darkness. Solid ground, but darkness. And then you hear footsteps just coming towards you. 1, 2, 3. And then you see the long, slender leg step into view as the thin man steps out of the shadows. And he looks burnt up. He looks scarred. He looks barely humanoid at this point. And he's just got this blank stare as he looks at you, and he looks at your cards, and he puts his hands on like his thighs as he's leaning over to look you just directly in the eyes, face to face, elbows pointed out at just odd angles as he's looking at you. You can smell the rotten breath hit your face. And
well, it's still you. You still play cards?
He smiles and he looks down at your deck. He looks back up at you, and then he looks over, and you follow his gaze, and you see almost like a miniature train set. You see a train moving towards just this miniature St. Louis, and he holds out his long fingers towards the train, pushes them towards you, and he says, I still make deals. This one's gonna cost you a bit more.
What do you want?
He's slowly turning his head one way, the other way, looking you over. And he says, I'll do this for you. As long as you understand that once this is done, you're mine.
It sounds kind of nebulous for me. I'm a gambler. I like to put things in specific terms when I make a bet.
He smiles and it stretches from ear to ear.
All of this, I get to help St. Louis out. I get to see this through. Then you and I, we deal our cards? Or just this train ride?
He glances back over to the train. He glances to St. Louis and he says, I think you'll find they're about one and the same. When it's done, then we'll deal.
Fine. I beat you once. I can beat you again.
And when you lose, you're mine. And with that, you see him kind of almost like the motion of like flipping a cape, in a sense. He just flings his arm, and the shadows kind of slide over him, and you blink, and you're back in the train car. And you know you have the ability to cast this spell at will currently.
Oh! Okay, beautiful. Yeah, so I'm going to spend the 4 power points then. And those cards in each of our hands, they take shape. now that he's no longer tethered to the pale man, or I'm sorry, the thin man, not directly, not yet at least. Once St. Louis is over, it'll be different, maybe, who knows. But the cards have taken on a reflective, mirrored surface rather than their blank faces. And they start to turn over like liquid silver in your hands. And Jesse's takes on the Jack of Spades, Willie's takes on the Queen of Spades, and mine takes on the Ace of Spades. I say, now hold on tight, I've only done this once. And I look straight out the window, and 25 yards horizontal from the train, nowhere near the tracks, I'm gonna teleport us immediately. We zap out of existence and back 25 yards exactly where I was looking. And we collide with the dirt.
Yeah. Yeah, you slam into the dirt, and it's not... You have a moment to react. Are you all trying to run further immediately, or...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Far
Okay.
from the train.
I'm gonna have everybody make an athletics roll for me.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna spend a Benny.
Me too.
Jesse rolled a 9.
You
I'm gonna
started with
spend
the
2
most
bennies.
pennies. Oh shit, okay.
Me too.
Oh no!
Uh-oh. Last chance. This is my last chance.
Okay, explode. Thank God. Oh, shit.
I failed.
I have an 11. You failed, Willie?
I failed.
I can
I
give
have-
her a Benny.
Yeah, I have 1 Benny left too. Well, it just...
I've got more enough. I've got more than enough. Give her a Benny.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Here we go. We said everybody.
I exploded. All right, I got a
There we
6 plus 1, 7.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so as soon as you hit the
Thank you.
dirt, dust kind of just plumes up for a moment, but you don't even have time to think. You all just kind of grab onto each other and sprint. You just start running. There's 1 second, 2 seconds, and then you hear the first detonation. And then right after that, you feel the force blast you off your feet as you hear a series of just loud explosions. You know what ghost rock sounds like when it is igniting, and you just hear that scream of ghost rock. You hear more dynamite. You hear that's the second set of explosions, and then you hear a third and fourth set that seem to be whatever blast this is has jolted the train enough to where all of those burning coals fell over and ignited the ghost rock and the dynamite in those cars, and it's exploding even more. All of you just cover your heads. You feel debris and shrapnel just raining past you. Some of it's, you feel slices and burns in your skin as certain fragments of the train basically are just, slicing into you, slamming past you. The explosions just continue, and it's a solid few minutes before the actual explosions have stopped. And as everything is beginning to fall silent, you just hear the sound of just burning and screaming and shouting as you kind of sit up and you're able to look over. From a gameplay standpoint, you had 10 rounds before this hit St. Louis. You did this on round 9.
Oh
shit.
So it didn't impact with the wall or the gates, but it blew up right by it. So, I mean, some shrapnel and everything has still flung into St. Louis, but as you're looking over, you see the gates of St. Louis, which Jonah is weird during the day, but they're closed. Like, they usually close them up at night, but the gates are currently closed, and this explosion pushed the majority of the front 2 train cars towards this gate, kind of slamming into it a little bit. So the gate itself is definitely bent up and debris has flung into it. Parts of the wall are pushed in. there's definitely going to be debris in St. Louis, but you hear just screaming and shouting coming from inside St. Louis from this event. What would you like to do?
Everybody's okay? Everybody feels all right?
I don't know how, but I am. I didn't know you still had the ability to do that after
I'm gonna
everything.
be completely honest, neither did I.
Jesse's looking at himself and he seems okay, and he's like, I'm good.
What do you mean neither did you?
It was a gamble. I thought I could. I did for a brief moment after I saw him, and I just kind of willed it. It's hard to explain. When this is all over, I'll have to deal with something, but we're
Jonah.
out. We're here. We're here.
No, why did you do that?
Because otherwise we would be as dead as that fucking train. You can't admit to me that our 6-foot jump would have got us out of there.
You didn't say that was gonna happen. I told you I would blow it up and you could get away.
Look, it was never in the cards, okay? That thing has been following me and it's gonna continue to. But what's most important is we just stopped a city full of people from dying and all of us are alive. Can we say the same for Archie and Gabriel? God knows. Can we say the same for Luther, for anybody? No, but we're out of it, Willie.
I'm so freaking mad at you. But I guess you're right. Well, you know I'm gonna help you when that time comes, you little stinker.
I'm sorry. It was the only way. I'm gonna make it up to you. I promise. I beat him once. I can beat him again. Right, Jesse has no fucking clue what we're talking about.
With help. And we lost Matthias.
Yeah.
All right, I guess there's no time to be mad at you right now.
We gotta go help those people, huh?
Where's Archie and Gabriel?
I mean, we could go back and check, but
we just had to assume, I guess they made it. All right, let's go. We don't even know if Luther's still here.
I think if he is, it's going to be in different sorts than we expected. But I had this dream. I didn't tell you before. It didn't feel pertinent with the whole explosive train bullshit going on, but I saw him in the dream.
You saw Luther?
I did. And sometimes dreams are nothing, but this one felt like something. I think he's there. I just don't know who he is.
Oh, no. All right, well, I'm ready one way or the other.
You head up to the walls and the gate. The gate looks destroyed. You probably can't get in that way. But Jonah, you've been to St. Louis before, and you know that they have watchmen on the walls. Looking up, however, you don't see any right now, possibly from, this impact. You're not sure. You know that, St. Louis is famous for being the safest city in the West because of these walls. It was built when the Walking Dead outbreak first started to protect the citizens from the infected. And you know that during the early days, there were still many infected in the area, and the watchmen would have to repair the outside of the walls. And they would do so by getting harnessed up and lowering themselves down. So there may be a spot with a rope that you can use to climb up onto the wall, or you can try your hand at climbing through and over this gate.
We ought to talk to the deputies here, but they usually put these rigs out, these ropes handles they use to repair the walls. We could use them to scale up to the top, get a vantage point on what's going on, maybe find one of these folks. We just got to be careful. They may be a little prickly on account of we just threw a train at their gates.
Well, hopefully we can explain to them that it could have been a whole lot worse.
Yeah, hopefully. But I'll start looking for one of those rope rigs and try to describe it to the others so they know what they're looking for too.
Okay. It takes you a little while, but you're actually able to find one hanging down pretty close to the ground. And it doesn't have a harness on it. It's unfortunately just the rope. So you will have to do some climbing if that's how you want to go about it.
Well, Jesse, it's all yours. Show us how it's done.
Okay. So I walk up to the rope and I take a look at it and figure out the best way to scale the wall with the rope. What kind of check do I have to make there?
It'll be athletics.
Nine.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. The wall itself is pretty smooth on the outside here. Excuse me. It just seems to be just wood on the outside here, like not many places for your feet, but you're able to grip onto the rope easily enough and pull yourself up. Getting up to the top, there are harnesses and stuff up here if you want to send those down for the other two to make it up a little easier.
Absolutely. I'm going to throw down a couple of harnesses and actually assist them with pulling it up.
The three of you climb up onto this wall of St. Louis. Looking out at the mess of what was the train is just blasted and blown up everywhere. You see fragments of flaming ghost rock that has flung its way into the city as well. So a couple of the buildings seem to be on fire. And you hear this weird grinding sound. And as you look over, you see what seems to be stopping was some sort of little cart that had been connected to the train itself, probably quite a ways back. This cart seems to have some sort of a cage on it of some sort, but as soon as it stops, the cage kind of rattles. You're not entirely sure what's inside of it, but you do see, mostly because you'd probably be looking for it at this point, especially with knowing that the railers had instructions to follow. You see a couple of different groups of men on horseback coming up on the horizon, coming towards this destruction of this train. As for the city itself, you're looking around and there are quite a few of the buildings on fire from the debris. And as you're looking further, you notice more buildings are on fire. And you actually don't even see a lot of people. And there's a moment where I'm gonna have Jonah and Willie make a notice roll.
Oi. An 8.
I do not notice.
Okay. Jonah, there is a brief moment where you're pretty sure you see Luther. He seems to be running with someone. And you kind of move to try to see a little better, and then you see they actually climb up onto the wall as well. And he seems to be covered in some sort of a cloak or something. He's got something over him, but just something about his demeanor. You've traveled with Luther for a while, and you see he almost seems to be helping people out of the city. You see him near one of those ropes heading down as well, and he is just lifting people over to it. And then he disappears behind some buildings, and you're not really able to see him anymore.
Did he have because I saw the old woman and the original vampire, did he have the same sort of physicality they did? They were quick, they were moving on their haunches, they were animalistic, right? Does he have any of that?
It's hard to tell. He
Right.
did seem to be moving pretty quick, but without actually being able to see his form kind of obscured in the cloak, it's kind of hard to tell just how agile and quick he was truly moving.
I'm going to turn back to the other two. That was him. That was Luther. He just jumped down. He ran back into the city. That's him.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm sure as hell. As sure as I can be.
All right, well, let's go. I want to catch up to him. Did he seem,
I don't know. I mean, he's got a big cloak on. He's moving quick. You know, Luther, he's kind of a weird guy to begin with, but I don't know.
All right.
It seemed like him. He was helping people. I don't know many vampires that help people.
All right.
He was helping them out of the city, though.
Oh. Maybe he got the message that people were in danger here and they were trying to evacuate.
Yeah. That must be it, right?
I mean, zombies, vampires, there can't be anything more dangerous than that, I'm sure.
And at that, you, still on the wall, can glance over to the other side, and you see the horseback riders approaching the cage. And you see them come up to it with some sort of crowbar or something and pry the cage open and then ride away from it. And spilling from the cage, you see quite a few Walking Dead. And they come around, and you see them pull out sticks, light it, and toss the sticks of dynamite towards the gate.
I think our problems just got a whole lot worse.
He takes his Bible out, hands it over.
Jesse takes it.
I hope it can protect you better than I could.